Racing tonight, round 6 and 7 here at Fuji Speedway. Joining me tonight for the first time in our little collaboration is no other than Evil, or as I know him, Liam, or as other people know him as Evil. How you doing, buddy? How are you?
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to me looking at Adam spinning around in a circle at turn 1. But welcome, of course, to Fuji Speedway, the home of, well, pretty much most motorsport in Japan, of course. Everyone thinks of Suzuka. Most of us, occasionally, if you're more into GT racing, you'll think of Fuji, of course, with some of the most famous races around here.
Yes, sorry, I'm mucking about doing the social media stuff, so forgive me, you caught me unawares. Carry on for a second, my good man.
Well, of course, I certainly will do. So, here in Fuji, we've got a beautiful amount of drivers, of course. You've got 11, but this circuit redeveloped in 2005, of course, after some of the horrendous incidents in the 1999s, and basically in the 1990s as well. Of course, the circuit being outdated, of course, hadn't have changed much since its inception back in the 1960s. Then came along the famous track murderer, as people call him nowadays, home in Toka. This circuit, however, probably one of my favourite Toka tracks ever. It keeps its original charm and has all of the added features, of course, that you expect from a Toka design track. Fast corners, hairpins, tight slow section, but it keeps that famous characteristic, of course. Although the famous last corner is not there, it certainly is still a spectacle, especially with Coca-Cola and 100R, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I say half the names. I see they sort of half tacking on names to some of the race circuit, whereas I know good old fashioned Japanese circuits. What I'm looking at them now, most of them actually just listed T and then which numerical order they are in. So you know, gotta love no nonsense of the Japanese culture there. It's T1. It's an extra called T2, and then carry on. So yeah, any favourite parts of this track for yourself?
Oh, favourite part of this circuit, I always like the section where I'm looking on board with Adam right now into the Coca-Cola into the right and then to this left, of course, and then down here, pretty much the middle sector. It is my favourite sector. This is a circuit that's really fast. If you really get it hooked up as my rotary has left the session, hopefully that is not a issue we're seeing potentially form there. And pit's glitched, apparently, says Liam. So looks like we've got a few niggly issues going on right there, but Ethan's rejoined. What about you? What's your favourite part of the circuit, Darren?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I have it split between two. For just pure fun, it's definitely going to be the turning after T3, that massive long right-hander, where I did used to take part in a league which did the Red Bull Junior cars from this game, and with that you just be able to just hold it round, maybe just slightly ease off on the way round. You can just get around that corner so quickly. But then there's also the very last section, the last like 3 or 4 corners after you go down that straight through that tight little chicane. That sort of right, then left tighter again into right, down onto the straight. I like how it's quite complex, that, and if you get the rhythm for it, you can do it really well, but you've just got to get that rhythm spot on for that corner.
Of course, a pit stopped down to around about 27 seconds from what my understanding is from some of the drivers in here. So ideally it's going to be a 2-stop strategy. We may be seeing some 1-stop strategies there now. I believe we've seen some drivers do that before, have we not?
Yes, I have to admit I have not been commentating on these guys last season when they were here at Fuji, but they may well definitely take up that action here. I have to admit, what's it going to be? Is it going to be trying to work out how many laps there's going to be for the actual main stretch, and how many they will need to definitely do on the hard tyres. Have you got that down on paper yourself?
I have not. Now, the tyres, from what I've seen, they should last around about 10 laps, give or take. So they should be able to do, I think there's a sprint and a main race. So yeah. 10 laps should be what Lewis was doing. The super soft tyres, might I say, tend to struggle a lot more. They should be able to get 6-7 laps, and they'll be hitting the proverbial brick wall. So it should be soft and potentially super soft, of course, in this race. You could be seeing some of the drivers on those hard tyres as qualifying is now underway then here in Fuji.
I didn't realise that we did super softs. I knew we did softs, but I knew...
Well, I think it's the soft and
yeah, I think it's
mediums,
soft, medium, hards all with the compounds we stick with on here, don't we? Isn't it? Right, and off we go with qualifying.
Who's going to be first out on track? Let's see. Well, it looks like it's going to be the BMW, unless it's something you get to jump. So Liam will be starting at the front. One driver's on the set of hard tyres, quite interesting there, Bobby. So presumably that's he's going to change that pretty quickly.
Possibly so. Right, let's have a look. Everyone's getting their first out lap. Nice stretched out. Well, I say that, and I look at the Jade, the track addict, and then NRT Bobby, and our Greek guy. He's trying to say, how do you pronounce that?
Yulizon. I think that's pronounced Yulizon.
Yulizon. Oh, that's easier.
Guess.
So I was looking at phonetically, I was pronouncing that all incorrectly in my head. So I'm glad you're here. Yes, right, let's see how they get on. We're qualifying.
Well, quite crucially, of course, we've got, what, 6 minutes, 50 seconds. Ideally, we don't want all these guys getting bunched up right now. Oh, dear. That is Uizun going off the circuit. However, I've pronounced him once right. I'm not going to pronounce him again right because I'm dyslexic. I can't pronounce names at all.
That's my excuse. You can't take my excuse.
It's my excuse as well. Yeah, so it's going to be all about bunching up. We've got some of the drivers down the back. I'm presuming that's going to be H Racing Green and Brian down the back. Indeed it is, down there in the second and second last positions. Remember, about 1 minute 37 is the times we should be seeing for pole position here on 37.6, I believe is the quickest in practice.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's see if we can get anywhere near that.
Right, on board here with Liam. First with his out lap done and sprint lap. Go nice and clean air in front of him. No one really too close behind him that he needs to worry about will put him off. It's Vulcan there in that Porsche. Do love, I have to admit, again, the liveries here absolutely on point again. Season after season, the liveries are just outstanding. Are these also done by our guys from Lovely Stickers, or?
From what I've heard, I think Liam's done quite a lot of liveries. He's done the Silk Touch Jag. He's done Lewis and Joker's livery, so he's done quite a few of them. I believe he's done his own livery. I'd be shocked if he hasn't. Liam, so far, though, looks pretty okay in the first sector, okay in the second sector. It's all really going to be about what we're going to see from the likes of the Porsches, especially the likes of H Racing Green down the back in his car. Honestly, in terms of liveries, and I'm not really a fan of Lewis's livery, and he said it was a beautiful livery, and to me, it's a very bland livery. In fact, I'm more inclined to say the Silk Touch livery is better, but I'm nostalgic and I like the 80s, so of course I'm going to say that. Let's see what Liam's going to set then. Russell Knight, the first man to set a lap time here today, and it should be, I think, around about a 37, maybe a 38, 37.8. 38.2, a little bit slower there. We've got Jay across the line. Let's see what he does. He stays third. Bobby across the line in fourth. Zuna across the line, that big gaggle of cars. And this really is going to be about the meet between the teeth. Let's see what Ethan can do. So far across the line, he stays
slower time for rotor.
Slower indeed. So a few drivers making it. It's all going to be really about H Racing Green, I think, isn't it?
He has got the speed, and again, yes, he has, and he's taken that top spot with 37.3 there. Only other driver in the 37s, along with Liam in the BMW there. But again, like you say, got a longish qualifying for here. We can probably sneak out another lap after this one to really get a decent set of hot laps in. So it's not the end of the world for the first lap for most of the drivers here. I'll be honest with you, hot favourites for this race does seem to be H Racing Green in that Supra. The only thing I'd have to say about that Supra compared to some of the other cars, phenomenal car, tyre wear is a big thing with that car. It chews on them. Grips like anything, but with that, absolutely chews through them. I don't know if you've driven it at all in this game.
I mean, certainly. Yeah, but talk about going for the tyres. Lewis, rather sideways out of the third last corner, really out of shape there, fighting the Porsche all around the straight. Now, we know Lewis, one of the few pad users in this field. Of course, as he comes down the straight, and let's see, he's going to go into the pit lane. They're all going in the pit lane right now, and they're going to set one more set of tyres and then blast it as quick as they can and get one more lap out. Because remember, if they cross the line before the timer counts down, they will get one more lap on, of course. It's not like it used to be in the older Gran Turismos, where if you set your lap time, that was it and you are done. So they are very lucky, and they've got 2 minutes 30, so they should be able to get another lap out of this.
I would have thought so. I would have thought they'd be able to get another lap out of this for sure. Who do you think is going to come up trumps from that? Do you think there's going to be a shuffle around with that leaderboard? I'm just going to get that up on the screen, the live timings here, to see how we are doing. Yeah, like I say, H Racing Green currently first and second. We've got Liam Vulcan third with a 38, low 38. But you know, we've definitely got to possibly see the looks of Rotary and was it Bobby, which was, had a really good race last week as well. No.
Well, he's currently sitting third in the championship, so he's always got a thing. He's 52 points, remember, so let's see what he can do. He's currently, where is he sitting down in the field? 11th position, so he's got a lot of things, but there's going to be a lot of pressure, I imagine, on your championship drivers, the likes of really the top 4 or 5 drivers wanting to get closer. Remember, it might not just be for first position. We need to see what happens there on 81 points. It's a big lead here so far this season. Second position as well. It's a bit of a gap, really, though. The battle for third, fourth, fifth position, that is going to be the interesting one.
So on, you know, we're looking what bottom end is 35, top end is 52, and that can be anything in these races depending on where you finish. It goes wrong for you, and it so did last week when we were watching them. Some absolutely howlers. I can't remember who was, bless them, on the last lap, which dropped back from, I think, third to 7th. But there was a few incidents like that going on last week at Monza.
Lewis going to be the first man to start his second flying lap. He's got Liam, and I believe that's H Racing Green just behind him as well. H Racing Green quite far down the back. He's got 32 seconds, so all drivers should get a lap time, bar, I believe, one driver, unless they've also started a lap time up the road, potentially. Brian Costellano, 1:38.7. Looks like that might be his final run.
And I think Comrade might just be able to get one in, depends. He's got 14 seconds left to get across that start-finish line. So he's literally really pushing it to the very end. Is he just going to do it? I believe he is. 2 seconds left. He's definitely got one lap left beneath him. How are these guys getting on?
Well, really, it's Dan Bobby here at the back. He's got a bit of an issue here because I don't think he's on a lap time right now. I don't think he's made it. I'm not sure. I could be wrong here, but he is going very slowly. So let's see what Vulcan can do then in the Porsche. Into the penultimate couple of corners. A little bit wide here. He can do that. The Gastrofoot tries to kick him out right. He holds it together and into the last corner. Uphill braking. Chucking into the right hander. Let's see what he can do. Need to go and get an 8/10 gap. And then he can be on match with pole position. Let's see what he can do. We know the Toyota is so quick this season. But let's see what Lewis can do. Can he get himself at least within a couple of attempts? He certainly goes within a couple of attempts. He goes within 1/10.
Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Everyone dropping down into the 37s now. Starting to line up. Either low one at 38s or into the 37s we go. Anyone else coming in? Harry's coming down the straight very soon. I can see him on the timing sheet. Him and Brian, and then also Comrade, the last 3 with lap times to come in as of yet. Let's see how they go. And he's coming first. Really well done there. Well, look at that. This is what we have for the lineup of race 1. We've got H Racing Green first, Vulcan in second, Liam in third, SSM Rotary in fourth, Joe Command 5th, I can't pronounce. How do you pronounce the Greek name again? How were you saying it? I was going to say illusion, but
I
it's not
believe.
correct.
Well, you could be illusion actually. I think it is.
Illusion.
I'm going to say that.
Illusion.
Well, let's say it's no illusion.
Let's just
If
say
we get it
illusion.
wrong,
I'm going to call you illusion.
If we get it wrong.
Followed by Conrad 7th, Adam Piper 8th, a bit low for Adam there. Jay the Track at it 9th, 10th for Brian, and NRT Bobby 11th. You're right, really slow for Bobby, but I noticed he was on hards there. I don't know why, but there we go. Right,
Yeah.
on board, trying to have a good view where we can actually see the lights.
And they are off now.
Go, go, go! Oh god, what a terrible camera angle there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry about that. Nothing I can do. Gran Turismo give me shoddy producing skills there. Right, 2x2, free wide into this first corner. As they are all pushed wide here, and it's just every man for himself. H Racing Green holding his third position. With that, Rotary popping up into first position. How's he done that?
What a start there
What
from
a
Ethan
start,
Graham.
but saying that, second as well, Conrad Racing 69 in second. These two are fourth. We're in the low top 10. So good manoeuvring there to take advantage of that start off. The problem is, as you know, and as I know, you give Rotary that first position, and literally only 2 car lengths worth of space, and that's it. He'll gallop off for the rest of the race, and it's hard to track him down unless he's made a little bit of a boo-boo.
Yeah, down the back side, we've got Jay try and go down the inside of Liam there. He's side by side of Adam down the back, but going back to that there, looked like it was rather a free wide, so looks like Harry must have got a shocking start. I'll have a little look at it in just a few moments' time, and I'll feed it back, but just looks like a few cars bogging down, and again, Ethan, we've seen it so many times before. If he gets a chance, he's going to bolt, isn't he?
Well, there's a little bit of a kissing contact there between Vulcan and Harry Green as they were coming around the last 2 corners there. It's not much either one can do, but they're staying ferociously on each other's tail. You've got to watch these two, Vulcan and H Racing Green. Definitely going to be finding out this evening.
Yes, Harry got a massive load of wheel spin off the line then and covered off Lewis. That allowed Ethan just to clean sweep up the inside, gave him all the really all the room in the world. Conrad as well, just following it through then. So both drivers just capitalising on other people's small mistakes at the start of this race, and that does mean that Ethan leads this race from H Racing Green now back in second, Vulcan in third, Conrad in fourth, behind them Liam in fifth position. Illusion in 6th, ahead of Jay in 7th, Joker in 8th, trying up the inside of Alex, but can't quite do it right there. Joker having a bad start right now. He's currently sitting, what is he, 6th, 7th in the standings, down in 8th so far. Bobby in 9th, Adam, a shocking start for him down there in 10th, and Brian right down the back, looks like he's had some issues already as well, Darren.
Oh dear. Sorry, I was just watching H Racing Green try and maybe do a little bit of a send it in that tight chicane at the end of the straight, but Rotary said, not today, young man, you wait in line and take me properly, you're not going to send it. So he had to back off, but definitely all going on the front here. Excuse me. As we have, it's going to be side by side coming down this front straight with what, 302nd between Rotary and Racing Green, so you know the slip's going to be on, and especially with the OP slipstream getting Gran Turismo.
Let's see, he's going to have to cover the inside line then. He's going to have to pull left as much as he can and force him. He's going to have to try and go as late as he can, but not too late. Let's see then, H Racing Green round the outside, even tries to cover it there. A little bit of contact on the exit. Lewis getting involved in this as well now. This is going to get a bit spicy. He even has to hold the middle. Let's see, that outside or inside as Lewis backs off at H Racing Green, back into the lead of this race. Lewis now coming back round the outside, or he's trying to at least. Knows it's a long haul race right now, but he wants to try and get after it. H Racing Green, he knows the championship rival there, his second place in the championship, of course. He really needs to try and capitalise on it. He's even again a little bit wider right now, and a little bit of contact as well for good measure on the exit.
Well, an outcome from there for H Racing Green has been pretty bloody good, to be honest with you there. He's managed to take that first position and leave those two fighting away between each other. Rotary Vulcan. I know Rotary would want to get back up on that first position. He doesn't want to give Harry much of a distance to start making a gallop, because these guys are, if they do just get that little bit of ease and pressure, they will just gallop off into the distance. Right, let's look back down further and see what's going on. Joining, let's see, have you seen any other action here? I'm trying to look down. Not much is going on in these top three, to be honest with you. Okay,
yes.
Stick with them for now. I do apologise. On the backside of Vulcan. Everyone in each other's slipstream. No one ready to make a manoeuvre quite yet. Liam taking a quick look. No, faking it back in. Now, I don't know about these BMWs. Are they actually as well planted as they at least look to be, or are they a bit of a red herring here, Liam?
I think it could be a red herring in this race. We know Liam how quick he is, of course. He did win a 24-hour race in that car, of course. Not too long ago. Yes, maybe it was a different power and, of course, it was allowed tuning, but to win even a 24-hour race, it has to be a pretty special car. All things considered, he's right behind Ethan and Lewis, of course, the two drivers he raced with in that 24-hour race. Of course, Lewis getting himself all out of shape on the exit of that corner. And right now, Lewis not really looking that confident as Liam thinks about going up the inside. Knows if he tries to dive right now, he's going to end up hitting Ethan. Lewis just trying to cover him off as best he can. They're not really dropping back so far from Harry. They're sticking relative with him. So this could provide interesting things right now throughout this race. But you can just see the Porsche not as quick down the straight line as the Jaguar or the Toyota up front. Though Lewis really wants to get through on the corners. Looks like he's got a little more grip, a little more planted. Even a bit of a wobble on the exit as well. And this could, let's see what they can do down the straight. The BMW, the grunt as well, might just be pushing the Porsche along. He says, move over. He says, I'm going for first. And let's see what they can do.
Not much he can do. He's sitting in his spoiler at the moment. I don't know if he's actually going to make him.
Free wide. Let's see. We're at the outside.
Flashy, flashy. Lewis holds it. But so does Rotary, and that's it. Still 1-2 as they go. But whoa, brilliant manoeuvre by Liam. Snuck up in the inside, stuck it into second position, dropping Rotary Vulcan all the way back down to fourth position. So now it is a Rotary 1 second. No, now back to Liam second. Now Rotary third. It literally constantly moving at this point here. All four of these guys are currently running on the softs, I believe. Am I right in thinking Nobby is the only one on the hards for now? Yes,
I believe that is correct. Indeed, he must well be. Liam and Ethan still going at it, even down the inside there for the Jaguar. Can he get it stopped? The answer is just about yes. Liam just about has to cover it off. Let's see, side by side on the exit. Liam still holds this gap right now. Now Lewis threw up in the second position. Ethan's dropped back down to third. And what battle we got right now? There's a bit of lag going on there for Liam as well. So that's Scottish Wi-Fi providing some entertainment there, or is that just me lagging?
No, I think it is the game lagging as well. I'm seeing some major glitches. I'm not sure if I thought it was getting bumped at one point, but no, it definitely seems to be a lot of lag. But these three are scrapping it out, and while they are doing so, H Racing Green is going, oh, thank you very much, I'll take that now. It's up to 2.2 seconds lead. He's got there, so
down the back, Darren. We've got Joker, we've got Brian, we've also got the Illusion of Illusion going for a battle here, and he's rather trying to elude this battle right now. Let's see outside. Conrad's going to try down the inside. Joker doing a very good job right now. This is the old switcheroo then as the Aston Martin and the Jaguar collide there down into T number 1, if I'm not too mistaken there. Or is it both Jacks? It is both Jacks.
Porsche nearly coming across there, going onto the grass as well, but it seems he's escaped that little fight. The two of them between Illusion and Conrad are going to be battling it out now, with only 0.2 of a second between the two of them. I don't know how it's going on up front. I don't know if you can tell for me if it's any closer at all up there.
Ethan looking like he wants to go overtaken by Lewis in a second. He's going to go around the outside then, is Lewis. Let's see, can he do on the brakes? Can Lewis? He's gone the long way around. He hasn't done it this time. Still fighting this way through up front here for fourth and third. The two SMM drivers, of course. Both of them, the cat out of the hat, both of them going for broke. And let's see, is it going to end in sunshine and lollipops or fire of tears? Let's find out, of course.
These two are normally quite good. They do race hard and they do race aggressive, but they still race fairly. They won't get all elbowy as other people can do. And, you know, try and take advantage of it. They do. They race hard and they race fair. Oh, what's going on
Even
here?
in the pits? No, they're trying to dump it.
He's doing a good one though. He's doing a good one. That Porsche was prepared to go in for that. And saying that now, we are up to the 7th lap limit of these 26.
Look at this, Bio! Howdy, Lewis down the inside.
There.
Sorry, can't over you there. Has he got that car stopped? Surely he's not. He's all out of control here. And then they're still barging and arguing. And this is fantastic battling between these two. You don't often see this in racing. Lewis sideways as well.
Tokyo Drift in the cinema, to be honest with you. So this is definitely different. That is for sure. I think, well, if I'm right in thinking, the Lamborghini of Bobby will be able to possibly, well, he probably will pit in soon, but next lap he can pit in, and that's his stint on his hard's done. May have moved up one spot as well. No, he's moved up 2, so he's gone from 11th to 9th on the hards in that Lamborghini, so this could be a good end-game strategy for him here.
Yeah, he's capitalising on people's day. Now, of course, I'm not too known on the tyre rules, I'm afraid, so if you can fill me on the tyre rules,
well, okay,
that would be nice.
So the minimum is on, so the first race, obviously the main race, 26 laps, I think the hard tyres over that stint need to be used at least on 8 of those laps, and then from that you're then down to whatever tyre, I don't know, I'm not sure if super softs are restricted or not, but definitely these softs and mediums are allowed, and then obviously whatever fueling needs to be done as well, so it's then down to whatever you fancy. As you see, rotary sort of fake shrugging off Vulcan there, but Vulcan not even complying with it, still too far out of the slipstream to really care, so I don't know if that did help Vulcan or not. Maybe try and make his tyres last a bit longer, because that's the one thing I'm noticing. That front
we got Jay in the wall. Nah, that's turn 1. He's gone on that AstroTurf, and he's gone into the wall, and I'm wondering if he's got damage potentially. I think he may have got away with it. Let's see. Let's have a little look. He's rear right damage, so that's going to be an absolute tour to get around this circuit. But he's gone wide. Turn 1.
Sorry, I didn't see who that was. Oh, it is Jay. Oh no, that's the first time I've actually seen damage quite bad enough to actually show on a car. You know,
it's a rare thing to get damage. To be fair, you really have to rack the ball when he certainly looked like he did that. Rear end goes around, hits the AstroTurf, straight ram, bam in the wall, and that is pretty much how easy it is. The AstroTurf around this circuit, lethal, absolutely lethal. It is in pretty much any of the tracks on this game, of course. He trots the AstroTurf, it's like literally going on a sheet of ice, so the drivers want to be careful of that. I'm wondering if we're going to see any dummies into the pit lane now, an early stop potentially, trying to undercut any of the drivers up front. They're going to stay out a little longer. Ethan again just covering that inside line. They're just breaking the toe as much as he can.
I
it's
don't
not
know.
Following it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you here. I'm just trying to work out when our guys are going to start seeing pits, and it's going to surely be very close and very soon, because no one at the moment has got any decent grip, including H Racing Green on the softs at the moment. The only person who's got half a decent tyre grip at the moment is our RNT Bobby, sorry, I do apologise, and he's not dipped in for his pit yet, so I don't know what he's up to. I thought he'd want to be in there and get back out on softs as soon as possible. Maybe he wants to try and go for the two-stop, and just make sure he can guarantee that two-stop.
It's ever possible that he could try a one-stop. You never know. I've heard that he's tried it before. So Fuji, I mean, if he's got the fuel and he's got the confidence he could try it. Now, most of these drivers we believe are surely going to be trying to stretch a two-stop. We expect, of course, a hard set and then probably a medium set potentially as well for the final stint, as Ethan and Lewis still continuing a little skedaddle scoodle. Meanwhile, Joker right behind is Doodle, just he follows up in the rear of his teammate's toe.
Indeed. Sorry, just on at the moment watching a little battle between J-Track Addict and Adam Piper with Bobby in the background there as they start to bunch up at the back, and still not seeing anyone diving into the pits yet, which I'm still surprised about. They want to try and eke out their fuel more than their tyre wear, but everyone is starting to get on a very skittish level of grip, especially on the front end with these soft tyres. So everyone's playing chicken, apart from, oh no, we've got Adam Piper in. Adam Piper is coming in.
Indeed, you're almost certainly right there.
Sorry.
So first off, I just had to go through them because the thing didn't come up saying he was in the pit lane. There was no telemetry saying he was in, so I had to scroll through everyone to find him, and then he popped into the pit lane right there. So I thought for a second, is he in the pit? But no, he certainly is in the pit. Even a little bit wide though. I'm just keeping an eye on this battle because these two are just having an entertaining scrap, and I'm enjoying watching this. Though I do say that further down we do have, I believe, is that Jay and Bobby getting close together in the Lamborghini, and is that Lexus? I think that's the Lexus.
Yeah, well, it's the Lexus, the Lexus of J Track Addict. We're against the Huracan of Bobby, and Bobby's just made a nice easy meal of that round this long right-hander. There we go, job's done.
I think it's time for soft tyres. Let Lewis and Ethan side by side again here. As these two battling, Ethan a little bit wide this time around. Lewis not going to go around the outside there. Sunshine, he's going to try the undercut. And let's see then. Ethan surely he's going to come in the pit lane now. He's going to get swamped as in comes, I think, H Racing Green into the pits up front. I think these three coming in potentially as well. Let's find out. Indeed, they are all in.
That's everyone in there. Absolutely everybody. Fuel will be needed. Tyres will definitely be needed. Who do you reckon's going to stick with softs? Do you reckon we're going to get a couple of hard stints?
Well, let's find out, of course. Just keeping an eye on. So it looks like H Racing Green going on the soft, we believe. I'm wondering if anyone's going to try and underfuel the car slightly and try do an undercut strategy. Liam is going to do that. Look, straight away, bang on the dot. Hard tyres, I think that is there. Yep. For the Scotsman. Vulcan also on the hards. I'm not sure if someone else on the hards either. So Liam now leads this race. He's going to have to put more fuel in for the next stop. Now he's got 8 laps he's got to do, so it'll be around about, what, that 19 and then 6 on the mediums.
Well, indeed. So I was just going through the track here and see what was going on. But yes, you're right. At the moment, we have got Liam on hards as well as Vulcan on hards, and then you've got H Racing Green on softs as well as Rotary on softs at the moment. So they're going down. I'm guessing they're looking to gamble there, a couple of dice on the last sector of this race, and these guys try and recoup any lost time from the midsection on the hards with the softs at the end there. So, you know, nice and easy way to play it. Again, Guy, NRT Bobby still trucking on these hards here. I don't think, you know what, I don't think he's going to need to stop until he starts getting low on fuel.
And he should be able to do. I mean, this is always a big question mark. If he can get another, let's say, 6-7 laps out of this and then set of soft tyres on, he should be able to do the one stop. Now, I'm not too sure if the fuel will last that long. We'll find out. Meanwhile, Liam and H Racing Green are going at it. This should be like taking candy from a baby, you'd imagine. The BMW, though, immensely quick down a straight line. Let's see. Just trying to hold him up as best he can. On H Racing Green, he knows he's got time. He knows he's got patience. He knows he's got a much better tyre advantage as well. And with that, down the inside into turn number 1. And like I say, taking candy from a baby, isn't it, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much. There's, you know, no point Liam fighting it, but at the same time, just don't give away too much space and time and let them go from there. NRT Track and NRT Bobby in his first place spot, which he's trying to calculate to aim for. See how long he can hold this for and possibly regain it later on, depending. J Track Addict. Oh my days. I don't know if you can see the telemetry of his softs at all, but if he's not down to literally wire mesh coming out of those front two tyres, I don't know what is. So he'll very soon, very soon, I know it's only 2 seconds between the two of them, but H Racing Green will be on him within a matter of seconds if he doesn't pit soon anyway, because he's just not going to have the speed to carry it through the straight. On to Liam there, also Hans, Vulcan.
It's a bit of contact down there. Sorry, Joker and is that Conrod going side by side? I already saw in the background. Joker and Conrod going side by side in the background. And let's see, Joker on the inside, and I think he's just got that move done. Indeed, he has. A bit late on the brakes there. If it does a bit of contact, I'll have a little look in a second and see what exactly just happened. I just caught it in the back end of. Let's have a little look then, if I may. Let's see if I can get as far back as I can.
Forgive me, but I'm going on the tyre wear of Conrod here. Has he actually pitted as of yet?
Yes.
He has, because he's got tyre wear, but the silly sausage has not managed to put any fuel in his car. He's going to run out in about 3 laps time. He's about to dip back in again.
Oh, unless I'm very much mistaken, he has stopped. Let's have a look on his tyres, and that'll give us a nice indication. Let's see if I get the tyre stats up. I imagine surely maybe he has, though. In saying that, no, I don't think he has actually, because his tyres are a lot less worn, well, a lot more worn than the rest of the field, unless, of course, he's trying something we've missed it.
Possibly.
Unless he stopped earlier, but
possibly so.
It's very odd.
H Racing Green making the manoeuvre on the back straight into the chicane on NRT Bobby for first position there. So Bobby has now dropped back into second, and H Racing Green is going to try and stretch that lead, because at the moment, the gentleman he's just overtaken could be his undoing depending on how this race goes. I think NRT Bobby could have a good tactic here. He's got another couple of laps of fuel in that tank, and with that he will actually be over halfway through this race. So I don't know, do you reckon he'd just stick another set of hards on, or a set of mediums, and see if he can ride out another 14 laps on mediums?
Let's see if he can get. It depends how much fuel he's got in the car, and let's have a look if the telemetry gives an indication of how much fuel he's got in that car for me. As I try and pop it up. So he's got, he's in the red, so he's probably, what, that 2 laps, if that, left in the tank, perhaps?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Meanwhile, further back, guess who's having a battle right now? Yes, if you guessed right, it's Ethan and Lewis going at it, and now Ethan's now back ahead of Lewis, so these two continuing their scrap array as someone in the pit lane down the back. I'm wondering if that might be Conrod in the pits for that stop.
It is. Yeah, it is. Cursing himself for not filling up fuel. And I swear, yeah, he's done it again this time. There we go. It's fine. I didn't, you know, I hate that it doesn't. I don't know why it didn't change the tyres at the same time. Well, got a few things to learn, possibly on best setups and strategies for that. Sometimes it's not all about the racing and getting fast times. Sometimes it's knowing the best strategy, how you need to work yourself in the pits to get yourself in a good spot for the race. I've had to learn that the hard way. I don't know about yourself, Evil.
I'm not normally one of a racer myself in Gran Turismo, but yeah, of course, you learn from your mistakes, you improve, you know when it's time to battle, you know when you've got to get the move on and get that strategy down. Remember, of course, the likes we've seen in real life, reference Formula 1, the likes of Michael Schumacher, of course, he's told, if you do so many fastest laps, do qualifying mode, and you can end up winning this race from it, and they do it. Now, I'm wondering here, is Bobby in the pits, by the way. Let's wonder what strategy he's going on. I wonder if Joker or Vulcan are going to switch here, because it looks like Joker's got a lot more pace in this car right now than his teammate.
He definitely done well.
Yeah, well, he's going through.
We look at he is managing to take him. But then Vulcan is on the hards, isn't he? Now we think about it, so that will be a sort of given in a sense there. Vulcan seems to have that car down just has that little bit of a different line compared to his teammate there. Having a look through here. And where has our guy been spat back out? He's been spat back out in 9th position. And you know
yeah,
what?
someone's gone off at turn 1. Is that Brian off? It is Brian off at turn 1. Now what has happened there?
Let's have a look. I don't know, missed it. I've seen him come back onto track, but I can tell you what, Evil, I'll tell you, Soothsayer Daxi man they should call me, because I was bang on the money. We're looking at Bobby at the moment. He has got mediums and nearly a full tank of fuel, so that's it, that's him done. He's going to sit back in now and ride out the rest of this race on mediums. See what he can pluck from all of this. You know what? I reckon it's going to do him quite well. The only thing he may find is that when he gets tyre fade towards the end of the race, and they may be able to capitalise on it and just catch him at that point there. But that's the only thing he's got to worry about at the moment. So it's, you know, don't drive like a balloon. Try not to take it off the road too much. You know, you could just nurse it home that way. Going back up the field. How are the top 3 doing? Oh, good 9-second lead here. 10-second lead from H Racing Green. Absolutely decimating the field this week. Absolutely decimating it. That's a fast and big gap between the rest of the pack here, with Liam 10 seconds behind, and then 1.4 seconds to Rotary, then another 0.3 seconds to Joker, and then you've got Vulcan there at the back. Not faring too well on these hards compared to the softs, this Porsche. Some of these cars seem to be fairly nicely balanced and don't seem to be too hindered too much between the sets here, but the Porsche you can definitely notice it, you know, from the looks of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, Liam Lowe. I've got to say fair play to him, Lowe. He's on that hard tyre as well. He's still in second. Now, we'll find out what his pace can be in the end of this race. Now, we believe another set of soft tyres should be on the horizon for these drivers. Now, I'm not too sure. Liam might be trying, and that would be very risky if he's trying this, to go all the way now to the end of this race on this set of hards. I don't think you better do that, of course, but what? So, 16 laps, he came up. No, you won't be able to know. It's just 10 laps to go, so it'll be very interesting if he tried it. So we expect he'll come in around about lap 20 instead of he's going to come in now, actually.
Yeah,
well,
he's got no fuel. He's got no fuel.
Oh, well,
so he's definitely got to come in now. But like you say, 10 laps left. Can you stretch a set of hards out, softs out till then?
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, we saw earlier on they were stretching around about lap 12-ish. Lewis said. Now, let's see if they set a mediums on. That's what I'm wondering. Are we going to see?
It'd be a safe bet. It would be a safe bet. Let's see what he's got. On board in the pits as we speak. Filling up the fuel.
This intense moment. Was I right or was you right? Of things. Let's see. I think it's the soft tyres.
Is it soft tyres? He called it. Good call.
Lewis as well on the soft, so both of them going to go to the end then. So what is it, 10 laps give or take? So they think they can do it now. Earlier on they did about this as Liam slots out right in front of Illusion right now, who he's probably hoping is an Illusion. He's not going to attack him. Let's see though, Harry up front, dominating this race as ever here. He's got what, a 12-second lead. He's absolutely on fire right now. One of the quickest drivers I've seen in such a long time. Racing around here, he leads. Ethan in second. Then we've got a Joker in third in the Porsche 70. That'll be, of course, the 70th anniversary liveries for both of them. But it is the ASUS Toyota team leading then from, of course, the Silk Cut Jaguar of Ethan in second. So I can't get my words out right now. It's such a long word.
But yeah, it's looking pretty good at the moment, and I have to admit, H Racing Green is doing a sterling job. It seems like I reckon he's going to go till he runs out of fuel, and then it's just going to be right. I'm going to have to stick with hards, and see how long I can nurse them back home. Actually, saying that, he may have to come in for them now anyway, won't he? Because to do 8 laps on the lap, so he's only got 18.
tell you what right now, Darren, we've got an interesting thing here. Look at Bobby here. He's got caught by Liam already. Look, Liam's right with him. He's just battling with Jay, who's rather squiggly out of turn number 1 there. But we've got 6th and 5th already together. This really is going to be what I think the podium sitting area here. Bobby currently sitting on that bubble on the podium. Now, Harry, who should surely be coming in the pit lane soon, as you mentioned, I think perhaps this lap, let's see if he decides to jump in. He's going to go... got 8 laps on the hard tyres, 9 laps, so it's going to be interesting.
It's either going to be this or the next lap. He's going to have to come in to take his stints on it, so it's going to be next lap. He's going to eke it out to the very end. I don't blame him. And then get on those and see if he can then fend off that 13-second gap from everyone behind him. But I say that the pits now completely blow that number out of the water anyway, don't they?
It's about a 26-second pit buffer window. We know that is then to the guys behind. So Joker, who is sitting around about 28 seconds, I think, ahead of Lewis. This could be interesting to see. Adam's in the pit lane then for his set of tyres, and he's currently, remember, sitting 6th in the standings, if I'm not too mistaken, there with the X8 BMW. Then let's see what he can do, and let's see if it could be an exciting stop then for the team. And let's see, should be a set of hard tyres. Giannak also in the pit lane. Then he's going to go for a set of softs up front, waiting for your leader to come in the pit lane. Ethan and Joker still running 2nd and 3rd, we believe. From the gaps, unless I'm very much mistaken, that Liam should come out, I think, behind these cars potentially. Now let's find out if that is correct. So it's about what, 27 odd second pit stop. They're 29 seconds. So unless I'm very much mistaken, and which I guess I'm very much could be mistaken, anything is possible.
I think they, I don't know. It'd be very hard push to not be out before Liam gets to them. Speaking of Liam, he has made a manoeuvre on NRT Bobby and has actually managed to sneak back up into 4th position from being behind NR Bobby in 5th. So good manoeuvring from him there, because this is it. This is now getting slotted in for the end game. You know, this is finding your spot. These two both have got the strategy of sticking it out to the end now, both Liam and Bobby. So we'll see how they go, see how they run, as they say. And we've got Harry in now. He's in for his pit stop.
Late into turn number 1 there. A little bit nudge from Joker, I think, potentially, if that was there. As I just have a little, I pressed the wrong button there and it's gone into broadcast mode. Ethan back through on the inside there. I think Joker didn't mean to give him a little bit of a nudge there, perhaps. He was trying to give him a bum drop, but Joker really trying to fight this one. H Racing Green has come out in 3rd. 13 seconds, mind, ahead of Liam in 4th. Not really sure it's the lead he's got today, hasn't he?
Such a large gap, it's unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Meanwhile, like 1st and 2nd, these two don't want to be battling here, do they? These two battling are really costing them in this long run, and Joker wants to get through here on Ethan. Ethan's rather just holding the line here. They are in the same party. Ethan's probably saying, back off, we need to work together here if we want to get anything from this race. Joker seems like he wants to take things into his own hand and fight for it. Let's find if he can do much here, of course. We've still got, another 7 laps to go in this race. I'm wondering who's going to finish this podium. It looks like Liam is fan favourite here with Vulcan. So let's find out, Lo. And these two should be in the pit we expect on surely this lap, surely not?
Possibly so. So I'm looking and thinking what they both can do. Yes, no, are they? Yes, they are. They're both dipping in. They're both going to get. Oh no!
Joker's hit the ball,
taking a massive hit on the side on the pit wall there on entry. And with that, guess who's taking that first position back on hard tyres in the Asus Toyota? That's right, Mr. H Racing Green back in the lead with another stomping. I can't even say how long that gap that is, because they're still waiting to come across. 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, I'm going to say 12 seconds. 12 seconds. They've got to try and chew 12 seconds away with soft tyres. Now it can be done.
And look at this, Liam's come out, he has come out ahead of these guys then, so those guys battling has cost them. And if I'm not mistaken, Darren, and you can check by the way, because I've got the broadcast settings up so I can't actually switch to it, I believe they're on the hard tyres, aren't they?
Let's confirm that here. Yeah, I've got Vulcan on softs. Oh yes, but he was on the hards midway through.
Yeah,
let's have a look
fourth.
at Rotary. Rotary is on hards, and Jokerman is also on hards as well. So those two may be shifting further down the pack, depending. It's 5 laps left. Can you defend for that? Are you just going to lose out to hard tyres on the softs paired round here? Liam not doing very well at chipping away at that 12-second gap between him and H.
Oh,
Racing
look at this contact here, even into Lewis, then into the hairpin, and those two have been having battles all afternoon there. And finally, a bit of contact. Lewis back through ahead, though. I'm going to have a little check of exactly what just occurred right there, because it looked very... So let's see, Ethan on the inside, Lewis on the outside. And I'm guessing as Lewis is going to pull across and try to pretend he's not there. Yes, he is going to pretend he's not there. So Lewis a little bit clumsy then from the Englishman there up in Dudley, Birmingham. So a small mistake from him, and Ethan there not going to be very, I don't imagine, the most happiest from that little bit of contact right there. But Lewis putting his nose where the sun doesn't want to shine and really just pretending people doesn't exist, as the telemetry has a little bit of a moment as it flips everyone back. I'll tell you what, Bobby's still looking for this podium. Is he having a look on the inside of Ethan there for a second? He almost had a dive.
I don't think he's going to be able to get a podium, I'll be honest. I'm going to take all that back. But for someone who has started at the back of the pack and has now ended up in 6th position on that one-stop strategy, it's not terrible. It's definitely a confirmed increase. It wasn't a maximum attack, I suppose, strategy you could look at, but it was a so I'm going to say confident or composed strategy. You know, he managed to hold that there, and you've got the likes of, well, everyone else below him, Adam Piper, Illusion, Track Addict, Brian, and Comrade. All of them lot had that other strategy, and you know, they're now behind. So it has worked for him in that sense.
Yeah, is he still trying to get past Ethan? Meanwhile, Lewis just passed Joker. That looked like a switched manoeuvre there. It was Joker looked like he didn't really put too much of a fight here. Look at Bobby trying to go around the outside there into the last sector. He really wants to get past Ethan. He's struggling on those hard tyres. It looks like he's just fighting for every ounce of puff he's got in that car, and Joker is also going to be doing the exact same. I don't think this has worked in terms of the strategy, Darren, has it, for these two?
No, I think hards at the end, and especially a track like Fuji, where it is just corner demanding, just leaves you so vulnerable. It leaves you so vulnerable at the end of that race, where everyone else is predominantly on either mediums or softs. And I reckon Bobby will leapfrog these two before the end of the race, for sure. I would have thought he was going to leapfrog Rotary and probably leapfrog.
Oh, what he might do now, because big mistake there from Ethan on the curb, that actual turf, and the same way for Bobby Lowe. Bobby Lowe, he's going to have to try something brave around the outside here. Surely not going around the outside into Coca-Cola. Thinks better of it. Ethan says, no sunshine, you're not coming through there, and he covers the door off like he would normally. Well, surely you'd imagine he would, of course. He's not going to let someone go around the outside there. But he might, though, let someone around the outside here if he's not too careful. Bobby, lean on the brakes.
No, he's trying to get him. He's trying to maybe see if he can do a switch back on the
You'll have to do the dummy. You'll have to do the dummy now. He has the inside line. Ethan can't cover him off at all anymore. He's got the nose in now. It's all about just stopping this car. Down the inside he goes then. Get the job done. Covers him off. Ooh. Bang, wallop, bong. Ethan had to try and come back through there. I think a little bit of contact on the exit for good measure.
A little bit of a kiss. But he's made it, and he's made it solid. Ethan can kick up and fuss, but he's made it stick, and unfortunately he just doesn't have the tyres to be able to pull that back. And next in his sides is Jokerman, 1.8 seconds away, and it can be done with only 3 laps quite easily, especially if he's on mediums compared to hard. So that is what is going on there. Liam doing a job. He's got that gap between him and Racing Green down to only 9.7 seconds, where it was, well, 12.7 seconds. But you know, that's not going to be enough, not over the next 2 laps. to see if he can solidify that first position. So at the moment, keep trucking, keep staying strong. 3.7 seconds between him and Lewis Edwards here in third position.
He's come back at Bobby here, Darren, hasn't he? Look, he's come back at him.
He has. Look at that. I thought that race was all over. The Jaguar were not happy with that.
I mean, how quick the Jaguar is in a straight line, the Lamborghini. And we've seen it, well, I've seen it especially, the Lamborghini is a slower car in a straight line historically on racing games. The Jaguar, of course it is the Silk Car Jaguar, so you'd imagine it would be pretty fast.
Yeah.
So he's got those racing stripes on, he's doing it for Great Britain as well. He is now back into that 5th position, and it's going to be that fight between the Lamborghini and the Jaguar again, then into the braking zone. Is Bobby's tyres starting to fade, I'm wondering, though, Darren? That's what I'm curious. Surely they must be slowly fading a little bit when the hards are just in that situation.
They have definitely got some degradation. And the problem is, at this point, are his mediums that much better than a Hardy touch set of hards? And it's, from the looks of it here, no, not at all. Because Rotary is holding him off fairly easily, and he's still got a massive split between him and Rotary going down the straight to be able to make a manoeuvre. Or can he make a manoeuvre? 2.2 a second.
Let's see, he's going to do the old cover. He's going to have to pull to the right and just force him long way around the outside. He's done this once, he's done this twice. Now he just needs to pull left and just squeeze him as much as he can off the as much as legally imagined into turn 1. He's going to give him his double car whip. Let's see though, is that going to cost him? Bobby around the outside, then doesn't force him out until he has to return. Fair play to Reeford. Sportsman between these two, then down into Coca-Cola. Let's see, out first in. Bobby then has the inside line. Surely has the better line. He does, but Ethan's going to come back and he's going to go fighting round the outside, then into the right-hander. And let's see, can he do it? This is going to be a brave move from Ethan. I don't think he can. Let's see, he's still got the inside.
Keeps it, and he squeezed him. Bobby's managed to squeeze him out through that hairpin there. There's not much Rotary could do with that. He was just squeezed out there. He couldn't go through that hairpin any faster, any quicker. If he would have done it, would have had potentially sent it and then hit both cars and would have ruined everyone's race. But you know, good racing by Rotary there. Really, really good racing. And you know what? If Bobby doesn't watch it, if he makes a little bit of a slip up, Rotary will be back in front of him again. Quick snap. He doesn't let you. You know, doesn't let you make those slip-ups in front of him. Sorry, I'm just flicking back up through the field and seeing what else is going on.
Yeah, certainly made Ethan like the widely old statesman here, I suppose. He might be relatively young, of course. He's a young crisp of about 20-odd, if I'm not too mistaken. Give or take 1 or 2 years back. Let's see, he's going to go back on Bobby here again. That Lamborghini has got nothing in a straight line, has it? Back he goes, there goes Ethan. It's like these two are just want to be together right now. Back through he goes. Is Bobby going to try lunge one up into the inside of turn 1? No, he's not. Ethan's covered that one off perfectly again. The exit speed, the Lamborghini again. Bit of a twitch there from Ethan, a bit of a twitch there from Bobby. At least two back again, though. We are now on the final lap of this race, however. So, unless surely they're going to go on the start line. Surely now Ethan's... This could be interesting though. If these two stay so close here, Bobby's trying to go around the outside. I don't think he's going to do it this time around though. Ethan knows better than that. But let's see. It's going to really be about a drag race to turn down the start line, isn't it?
Pretty much as they come up round this corner here now. He's going to have enough space to be able to dive into this chicane and take that spot back and then defend it to the very end. Rotary not letting him have it, sticking that inside
meanwhile,
line.
though, Heat Racing Green going through the last corner. We haven't spoken of much of this race. If you wonder why, it's because he dominated this race from start to finish. He might have lost it at the start, but he's going to
one more with him now as he crosses the checkered flag. Let's get that checkered flag out for him. Congratulations, H Racing Green. Here he is, brilliantly well done. First position for him there. Again, how many seconds between him and everyone else? Just
look at this! Look at this! They're even trying to push him onto the grass there. He's pushing him onto the grass nearly. Look at this! It's going to be a drag race to the line. Lamborghini versus Jaguar here, who's got it down the straight? It's going to be a neck and neck.
Oh.
I think it's going to be Ethan by 900ths of a second there. He was almost putting each other on the grass. But these two could not be separated by the end. Boy, howdy have these two been putting on a fight this last couple of laps.
Do you reckon there will be any form of adjudicators' queries in regards to the actions of these gentlemen at the very end of this race?
Well, that's fair and fine racing, and I didn't see what happened there. If there's a bit of nudging to get that move started, but that was beautiful stuff there. Fine, aggressive, that's what I would do normally. Just try and force someone. Not force him too much on the grass, but just try and force him till he's afraid and scared. Just a little bit of touching there. Fine, Vettel form between these two, and Ethan there. 5th position, Bobby said, but what can you say? These two stonking battle this race, and surely the driver of the day, the battle of this race has got to be those two straight away.
Well, that was going to literally be my question to you. Who was going to be your driver for this first round here, round 6 at this track? What? Who would you fare as the top driver for yourself?
You got to say, Bobby did an absolutely stonking job from last to 6th. Harry as well. He won the race. Remember, he dominated this race. So a few drivers up front leading this race. We've got a few great battles. Fastest lap, pole position, the race win. Did not lead every lap though, so it's not the treble. As now our favourite, all the AI trying to figure out what they're doing in the background there. But what you would say your driver of the day is, Lo Darren?
It was, you know what? It was a really good race. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to work out who was the better of the two there. Why? I want to say I really liked the strategy of Bobby from that there. I thought he did really well, but it was Liam which managed to get the sort of golden ticket with his there. I know Harry had that lead and it was pretty much solidly cemented, but Liam did manage to hold that 2nd position. So I'm gonna know. It's been a tricky one. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to stick with you. I'm probably going to go with Bobby as well. It was very well done by Bobby.
It's really an incredible race, but the battle we just saw between those two drivers, I don't think we're going to see now. 10 laps rolling start, reverse grid based on previous race result. So let's see then. So it's going to be role reversal, and you can only imagine Harry's still going to be the favourite because how much he won this last race, but only 10 laps. Who do you think is going to have this one?
$1 million question. I reckon. But I've been told I'm a lot quieter than you, Liam. Let's have a think. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Racing Green could still be win with a very much of a shouting chance. Yeah, you know, it is only 8 laps, so it is a lot shorter compared to the 26 we've just gone through. But at the same time, it's a really condensed track. It's so short. It's got so many corners in it. You can do a lot more. You know, there will be maybe a few more send-its this time round. Forgive me, it's not 8 laps. It's going to be 10 laps. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think I've got money on for the winner. I'm probably going to say H Racing Green. I think he'll have the desire to try and get back up through that field in that Supra and see if he can do a double podium for the night.
Well, you can only imagine he's the favourite, of course. We'll see what Liza Lewis can do when we start slide up the road. As I just take a few moments to get my breath from my back of my throat. But you don't often see these types of races, do we? Well, I normally don't.
No, not very often. Bend me 2 seconds.
As our friend goes and does his little thing, I think he should be back in a few moments' time. Well, Adam, so far he's first on circuit right now in this beautiful BMW. Here, the sun may be setting here around Mount Fuji, of course. Of course, the Mount Fuji being a volcano, so let's hope that doesn't go off during this race. Well, it could have gone off last race, the amount of battling we saw, but it didn't, luckily. Otherwise, I think we might have had a bit of an issue on the circuit. It wouldn't be rainy, it would be ashing down, I suppose, wouldn't it?
It'd be
I think it might be a red flag there.
Acid rainy type ash rain. It'd be lovely. All the types of things that you see in every thriller Armageddon-y based movie. But yeah, this is going to be a fun race. I've had to take I've just had to take my jumper off, Evil. I've had to take my jumper off because I know I'm going to get heated. It's going to get heated. The short stint is always going to be tricky. I've seen so many different methods win and so many different methods fail in this short stint. I've seen guys start from the back and just hold the first place all the way through to the end. I've seen people from the very back get to the front. It can go anyway. This is what I love about the second race. It's just such a mash of literally anything can go anyway. With it being 10 laps, I'm guessing everyone's going to be on soft tyres.
Can you imagine? So I think Bobby might be trying the mediums though. I think we have one driver on medium tyres, that being Bobby. It looks like in the pit lane you can see it does say the big M for medium. So it's possible mediums around here is Illusion. Probably hoping well, we didn't see that one there. He's gone on the AstroTurf. That's pretty much what we saw some drivers doing earlier. It's so easy to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Turn one, just getting a little bit wide, one wheel on it. He's just going to do some donuts, I think, right now. He's probably seen that we've seen him, and he's going to just do some donuts around this beautiful circuit. Nice sun setting.
That's his silk cut cigarettes smoking away in the back of his car there. Massive boot space in those Jaguars, as we know. So he's probably been to the off duty, got a load of silk cuts, and they're all getting burnt up in the back there. What's going on?
There's some donuts, isn't there? Just enjoying it.
Donuts.
No, Adam's gone into the ball as well. Is he going to join the donut party? Come on, Adam, go join the donut party.
Possibly.
Do it.
As we wait for everyone else to join up, have we got everyone else?
He's going to do the donut party. Look at that. There we go.
There, we've got 10. We need one more. Who are we missing? We are missing Vulcan.
No, Vulcan.
Are you sure? Oh no, you're right. Vulcan isn't.
We are missing. Who are we missing?
Let's have a look.
Joker. Jay. Oh, thank you, Liam. He's just put Jay.
Oh, it's Jay. Yeah, Jay Track Addict. Sorry, Jay. Where have you gone, buddy?
I forgot you were there. Come on, is anyone else going to join the... Come on, join the donut party. No. Do you want to join the donut party? I love this donut party. We've got a Jaguar, we've got a BMW. Anyone else going to join the party? Come on. Join it.
This is that type of entertainment you don't get at most GT3 races. So we like to bring to you. Spare no expense. We foot the tyre bill because we just want to make sure everyone out there enjoys these cars with the donutty love that they're giving us here.
I think Lewis has just gone for a big spin as well, to be fair. Is he going to come back and join? The final has started. I think he's going to get it. Can he get into the shot? He's blasting it. Look, there he is. There's Lewis. Is he going to hold the handbrake? Let's see. 1 second to go. Yes, he is, but it's a poor effort. I give that 1 out of 10.
Right.
To action.
I've got money on Mr. Green getting through the pack and getting to first. What are you saying, Evil?
I'm gonna go frisky here. I'm gonna say Ethan's got a good shot at this one.
Oh, he's going
Like, never say never. Bobby's now gonna probably win this somehow, or something else is mid-rank. I don't know if he's gonna win this.
Will come out of nowhere.
It's gonna be an illusion, and illusion's gonna win.
Yep. And the 1-2 Jaguars of
Monica Racing.
Monica Jaguar Racing. Team captain here leading in first position, and this race will be a rolling start compared to the grid's place of the last one, and off they go, nice and undramatic with these rolling starts on these 10 lap splits.
Absolutely hated the rolling starts. There's always something, you don't get that accident at turn number 1. Now once someone goes down the inside, his comrade's going to go down the inside to turn number 1. Well, I'll be quieter then, will I, Evil? Because that comrade's going to do it. And there we go. Now the battle begins then, shall we? Now we go. Jay's going to go for it.
Into third, maybe looking for second. Denied to him via Brian. Really well done there, but he's going to come back around the outside. But we've got Illusion there behind him as well, poking away with his Jaguar, trying to see what he can come up with. And we're starting to get real bunch
it's
pack.
3-1. Oh, contact!
Oh, contact. Jay Track Addict got absolutely doshed in the side
Look
there.
at this, Ethan. Look at Ethan here. Look, there's going to be 4 right nearly. They're 4 wide. Look at this. Ethan almost puts off the grass. Bobby on the grass. Brian trying to go down the inside. They're almost 4 abreast. Don't try it, boys, please. Oh, my dear Lord. And now Ethan's down the inside into this. This is pandemonium right now. What on earth is going on? This is reverse races. I've just pressed the restart button on my keyboard to go back to the start. I don't want to see the start. I want to see this right now.
Okay, well,
then up to
Adam Piper managed to move it up into second position so far, so we've still got Conrad first, Adam Piper now second, J Track Addict third, fourth is Illusion, followed by Brian fifth, Rotary sixth, Vulcan seventh, just taking Bobby now, but that's going to be anyone's game coming down this straight as they're freaking wide from that last corner there, and Bobby got the slipstream of the car ahead of him and everyone literally going toe to toe with each other. Let's get at the front. Conrad,
yeah, it's all going to be a right now about who can break that toe. That's going to be the crucial thing here. Ethan already is up to 5th position. What a stonking start from the Englishman as well. From Swindon. Bobby there just a little bit further back with a contact then to turn 1. Ethan getting a bit tagged, but I think he's got away with it. Luck up front though. We've got Adam J, I think that is. Conrad leads this race, but all eyes are going to be on the likes of Lewis. It's going to be the likes of Ethan. It's going to be this kind of main gaggle about 4-5 in the championship. Adam needs really to get some luck on this. You can only imagine Illusion's going to surely be getting out of the way of his teammate, I imagine, surely.
Not sure at the moment. Oh god, there was a definite snap there of Liam's car. I don't know if he managed to pull that in or got knocked by someone, but they are literally going hammer and tong around this corner as he hard brake down into chicane. No managing to take advantage of that there. Jokeman still snipping at Liam. Liam still snipping at Vulcan.
Tristan Green snipping at Joker, and Joker now down to 8th. Down to 9th, would I say.
Maneuver done. Well, I told you need to watch out for him. He will make those spots up. And as we come into this final corner, sticking it nice on the inside and then pushing it hard out that apex, getting as much speed down this straight as we can do, and Liam is right up the backside.
Look at 3rd, 4th, 5th here, Liam. So there, look at that Darren. We've got 3rd, 4th and 5th. I'm Liam. Now look, let's slow side by side. It's going to be 3 abreast then. The 2 Jaguars there going some of the 3 Jaguars, to be fair, going side by side then. Down into turn 1, the 2 Jaguars and 1 Lexus down into turn 1, even down on the inside and up into 3rd position. And all I said earlier on was favourite for potential victory was Ethan. He's already up to 3rd and he is flying out here. He knows if he breaks less slipstream and breaks less toe from everyone battling away, he's got a good shot at this. Does not need to ruin these tyres though. It's all going to be about fast but conservative.
Deep, fast but conservative. Bear me a second. I don't know why my telemetry is not up here. I had to just change that. Okie dokies. Right. Rotary doing a sterling job there. Again up into 3rd position as you say. Let's look back down this track.
Interesting.
See how this map, the backpack are going. And guess who is at the front of that backpack? No wonder. H Racing Green. Harry Green. Storming away up in 6th position now. All he needs to do is make that leap between backpack to front pack, and he's going to start climbing that ladder as well. You watch him. Liam still caught back up in 7th with Vulcan 8th. Joker Man down into 9th, and 10th is Bobby, followed by Brian in 11th. Poor Brian there started in 1st position, now back in last place. He will hopefully get another spot back up, but we'll see. But these guys here, let's get back on board with Track Addict and Illusion. They're trying to close that gap. I've got Track Addict who's just over a second away from Illusion, and behind Track Addict is that mean machine. It's Harry Green. He's coming down that straight and he is looking to take places.
2 Jaguars there working together, giving each other a toe down into turn 1 there. Illusion pushing Ethan as hard as he can do there, giving him a bump draft. He's almost like they're trying to do a NASCAR maneuver here at Fuji. Now remember, originally NASCAR was meant to come here to Fuji, or IndyCar back in the 1960s. That's why if you know there's a banking down there past turn number 1, of course, but they never finished it. That's why, well, there is never NASCAR here. Has got fun fact, ended up going to Fuji in the 1990s. Fun little random fact if you didn't ever know about that one.
Oh, really?
But look back, Harry up into 5th now. I think battling with Jay, and I think as he got that move done, he's round the outside. He's off the circuit nearly, but he's done that one. And I think Harry might actually still end up. Let's see, he's got 6 laps now to find 4 seconds, and well, you can't put anything about it. He's a man on the mission.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and with back markers in the, well, not back markers in a way, but other people in the way, he probably class them as back markers even though they're ahead of him. He will just literally lock eyes and hunt. Already chewing down that 1 second gap between him and Illusion in front of him, going from 1 second down to 0.9, but now jump back up to 0.1. We'll see what it comes to at the end of this straight as well, because this Supra just is a machine. Grips so well, and it has got such power.
Keeps it on Adam as well. We've got 2nd and 3rd going at it. Let's see. Adam's going to, let's see. I don't think he's going to be able to fight this one too heavily there. The BMW, the Jaguar there of Ethan is on fire. Lap 5 to go of this 5-lap race. And Ethan then into 2nd position, or is he into 2nd? I think he is there. And look behind here, H-Racing Green then trying to challenge, and he's going for 4th. And let's see then. Inside line, outside line then now. Into turn number 1. Illusion just covers it, and now H-Racing Green down the inside there. Look at that little dive there. From the Englishman as well, and the English drivers coming alive. Well, they're all English, apart from one, to be fair. So,
well, we've got a guy from, I can't remember where Brian's from. Brian's from somewhere, but yes, you're right. Majority of the drivers are from the UK. Some in Scotland, some in the UK, some dotted around other places. But look at that.
Most certainly.
Well, I'm telling you, watch him. Racing Green now in 4th position. Started at the back of the pack. Now in 4th. Aiming to come down to these 1st, 2nd and 3rd. How many spaces between? Now, Silent, but I don't want to say too much because he's unfortunately got the likes of Rotary. Got to be sure hunting him down as we speak. But Conrad has managed to hold his 1st position. Well, started in 2nd, squeezed into 1st at that 1st corner, and halfway through this race, he's still in 1st. Do you reckon he can hold this off?
Well, let's see, he's got a 1.6 second lead, and he's also in the Jag as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens now, especially if these guys behind start really getting into it and battling. That's when we start to see this kind of mismatch of battles. You've now got 4 laps to go then. Behind there we've got Liam and I believe that must be Illusion going at it into turn 1. Illusion then down to 6th, Liam up into 5th. It is really all going to be about that battle between 4th and 3rd position, because H-Racing Green goes for it, and I think he's already trying and he is through. Look at that! Straight through then into 3rd position, and this man is absolutely running absolutely wild here in Fuji. He is going through and making moves that I'm near unbelievable.
He's absolutely pushing that Supra to the very max here and up into 1st position. And you know what? He's going to be locking down. You thought Rotary was locked on to Conrad. This could be a benefit for Conrad at this point in time. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Rotary's going to be too busy trying to possibly fend off 2nd position from Harry Racing Green. Then be more concerned with trying to take that 1st position back. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with everything that's going on. It's all going so fast, and this is what happens in this 2nd stint, which I love so much. It's just such a go, go, go race as we watch them now coming round this last corner and down the straight. Let's have a look here. Harry, 400th behind Rotary. I don't think it's going to be enough to take them there. Now, I want to see how fast Rotary gets at the end of this straight.
Oh, in come Conrad. Conrad in the pit lane.
What's he coming in the pit lane for?
Well, that is absolutely peculiar. Why is he coming in the pit lane? That is something, unless his tyres are completely shot. Then CeeLo, now the battle into 1st and 2nd, so Conrad, whatever has happened, unless he's got an issue that we don't know of, but surely, and by the looks of the mechanics, they're absolutely furious.
I'm going to assume it was a mistake. I'm going to assume it was an absolute mistake. But there we go. First place being handed to Rotary. Ethan Graham in that Jaguar Silk Cut car, having to defend off the likes of Harry Green in the Asus Supra, and that Supra is all over the back end of that Jaguar. Both cars front engine, rear wheel drive, both cars got really good top end, and both cars can grip through those corners. At this point here, it's going to be, well, what, 3 laps left, and it is going to be these two fighting the whole way, tooth and nail.
Well, let's see then. So it's all going to be about Mr. Consistency versus Mr. Push. Ethan, the more than, I'd be fair, the more consistent driver, I suppose, in this. H Racing Green, fast, he can make mistakes, though he's not bulletproof. If you get him under pressure, look at Liam right behind. Now, Ethan right now needs to just try and back Harry, and this is a risky thing here because we know how quick Harry can take a small gap and go for it. If he can just try and play mind games and back him into it, now Ethan's going to have to do some weaving here, I reckon, and just try and hold this. Because let's see, we know the Toyota is not as quick, but with the slipstream, Ethan's going to have to cover the inside. If he gives an every inkling of it, he's going to get overtaken. And let's see, now he's going to cover it. He does it late there as well. Now he's going to have to just try and force the agenda. And down into turn 1 is Harry, got the brakes. I think Harry's done him then. Ethan's going to try and come as late as he can. They've been in contact in turn 1. But Harry, there's nothing you can do and nothing can stop him. He is absolutely going for it. Ethan's going to try and come back through up the inside into turn 2. This is what Harry did on someone out earlier on. And Harry, though, covers it off. Runs off the road, though. And now there's a bit of argy-bargy on the exit.
It's literally going ding-dong between these two, and with that you've got to watch out for Liam creeping in on this action here. These two could lose first and second and let Liam leapfrog both of them with some careless fighting between the two. Harry now just seeing him there, fending him off around that corner as I watch Rotary blast it down towards the chicane here at the end of the straight. Now Harry's got an opportunity here to potentially catch up and close that little split down between the two, because it is 500th of a second, which is not going to be good enough to really make any threat down that start straight on that Jaguar, them having such a high top speed. Do you know, are you aware of what that top speed is for the Jaguar at all?
I think it's about, we saw earlier on how it was going down a straight line compared to the likes of the Lamborghinis as well. So it's a quick car, he was off.
I don't know what he's done. I don't know if he hit his controller or what happened there, but there was definitely a front nose twitch, and he just dropped from 1st to 4th position with 2 laps to go. Rotary's going to be kicking himself. The man with the grin on his face, and where I've got my shiny pound piece, is that Harry Racing Green.
Look at the BMW. Look at the BMW, though. He's going to have to cover the BMW. Here it goes, Liam, then down the inside. Are these tyres going to be too worn, I'm wondering? Harry trying to squeeze it, then Liam trying to go around the outside. He's going to have to dive into the slipstream and just try and dive on up the inside. I think Harry's got it. Unless Liam's going to try a Banzai Kazooie move up the inside into this corner. He's going to just sit back for the time being. I'm not sure what happened to Ethan. He's back up the 3rd already then, so he's flying. Whatever just happened there, I'm not sure what happened, to be fair. I think there may be a twitch or a little bit of lag or whatever happened. But it is all going to be between 2nd and 1st now, and look at this between these two. Harry's going to have to cover this one, I think, because surely Liam's going to dive in. Surely Liam's going to try it. No, he doesn't.
This is going to be I reckon he's holding off. He's holding off for that straight. I reckon he's holding off for that straight and seeing if he's got the top end to be able to take him there. Especially him being, he's not going to be more than 300 a second behind him coming around from that last corner. Surely not. Let's have a look, see what's going on.
It's about a 3/4 tenth gap, and you should be able to get within that bit of a tail switch though. Small mistake, and
with that straight opportunity is just completely blown away.
Well, never say never though. We know how quick the BMW still is. He's going to have to try something. Very interesting though. Has he got anything? Slipstream might do something. Is he going to do enough? I don't think it is. Let's find out. He's going to close. He's going to close. He's going to close. H-Racer's going to cover it. Let's see, left or right. He's going to go to the left then. He's going to go late. Let's see, can he go around the outside? H-Racing Green covers the inside line. He brakes late. Then there's going to be the exit speed. Now let's see which way is he going to go. Is he going to try something? Harry covers the inside line. He's trying to just try and squeeze him. Harry using all his expertise from racing in Assetto Corsa, if I'm not imagining it correctly, racing in the likes of Project Cars, Gran Turismo. He's been there, he's done that. He leads this race, he's defending beautifully. And surely there's going to be one opportunity. If he's going to do it, it's going to be a dive down to here, Darren.
Most probably. Sorry, right. This is it. This is going to be the last stint. If there's anything going to be done, like you say, it's going to be in this corner. It's going to be late braking down into the chicane, looking up the inside. He's not taking it. He's not taking it. Liam's got to take these chances if he wants to get that first position, or is he just going to be content with second for now? That is the question. There is a good runoff between the actual last corner and the actual start-stop crossing, so you know it could become just a drag race from this. Let's see how he holds on to this last corner.
Small mistake again. Look, that rear end twitching, that's all going to cost him. And that's surely it's cost him enough. Harry looks like he's got this one in the bag unless something spectacular happens. Look at the exit, though. Liam's got an absolutely amazing exit. I don't think it's going to be close enough. It's closing, it's closing. Is it going to be close enough, though? Down the straight, I think Harry's just going to get it. He's going to pull out. It's not enough, though, by 53,000. That small twitch cost him at the end. Ethan in third, Adam in fourth. But what a battle there again here in Fuji.
Well. I called it. I'm going to be happy. Harry Racing Green. Well done, my good man. Finishing first, Liam second, Rotary in third. And let's watch that. Let's watch this trophy. There we go. Congratulations. Congratulations to Racing Green. Congratulations to all the racers tonight who participated. Thank you very much to our guys and sponsors, Master Graphics, not giving a big enough shout out to them tonight. Thank you very much for everything you do. Thank you very much to Full Throttle Racing for letting us commentate on this. Thank you very much to you, Evil, for coming and joining me tonight.
Well, thank you.
That's all it's going to be from us tonight here. What did you think of the end race after all of that, Evil?
Well, that's an absolutely incredible battle. We've seen some great battles here, but it was Harry who just won it in the end in both races. That's going to extend his championship now, and surely it's all going to be now. Harry's got it all to lose now, hasn't he?
He has got it all to lose, but at the same time, he's definitely he's pocketed points here, big time. He's pocketed points in this league already. He's on 81 compared to Lewis Edwards on 68 before these two races started. So he's just capitalised on that, and he's stretching that lead out. He could probably take a race night off and still probably not be affected by the results compared to the rest of these drivers after tonight's standings.
Indeed, but I'll let you round the stream off.
Alright then, well in that case, everybody, thank you so much. We will see you back here tomorrow night for the GT4 Races British Tour. We're looking forward to seeing you. May have someone else with me tomorrow night, maybe Evil, I don't know. We will have a look and find out, see who wants to take time out of their day to get bored with me rabbiting onto them in their ear. Right, everyone, thank you so much. It's a goodbye from me and a goodbye from you, Evil.
Goodbye from me.
And night night, everybody.